Andy Burnham has just stepped onto the biggest stage in British politics. On Friday he was installed as the leader of the Labour Party, the final hurdle before King Charles III asks him on Monday to form a government and become Britain's 59th Prime Minister. It's a historic moment, the announced path from local council leader in Manchester to the country's chief executive. For many, it feels like a return to the promise of greater public control of essential services, a shift of power toward local authorities and a push for economic growth that has long defined Labour's agenda. Burnham's rise illustrates deputies upset of the party's hierarchy. He won the leadership election against a field that included those who had previously run him down. While no details are yet published on a cabinet list or the specific policies he will prioritize, the sign-off of his platform is clear: bring services back under public ownership where it makes sense, empower local councils, and invest in infrastructure that drives jobs and growth. The process behind the scenes adds another layer of intrigue. A Labour conference filled with posters and debate clapped Burnham into victory. Then the monarch's private audience that will take place on Monday will decide whether he will be handed the reins. For the electorate, the message has landed on national airwaves, a move away from austerity policies, toward a future where local decisions can be tailored to communities. The significance of this step is amplified by the fact that this is the first time in the post-war era that a leader who held local office rather than a long parliamentary tenure has won the title. Burnham's local government experience will influence his policies, thanks to a plan to tighten collaboration between local councils and national government. Sun early excitement. Web client. The public, however, remains guarded. Should he deliver on promises of growth and service control? Meanwhile, the economy faces turbulent currents. High Port of Oz interest rates? Potential uncertainties ahead. Yet Burnham's candidacy capitalizes upon the chilly surge of grassroots politics and the yearning for an alternative to the current government. Pandemic leaders from the UK and beyond have delayed so much of our prosperous future. With Burnham's election, voters rewarded a candidate who speaks plainly about Britain being a participant in a modern package of national ethos, a visionary leader who will frame a decisive narrative for public sector innovation. In these foregoing months, he has set the stage for a potential change in how power is shared and how government delivers. So, to sum it up, Burnham has emerged at the top of one of the biggest parties, and within a few days, will become Prime Minister. His agenda: public control of essential services, a power shift to local governments, and a push for economic expansion may shape the next chapter in Britain's story. We'll keep you up to date as this news progresses from installing into appointment, into a day of historic decisions. That's all for today. I'll be back with more updates on the political front next week. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and keep listening. Thank you for listening. Entity Summary. Andy Burnham installed as Labour leader Friday. Leader now awaits appointment by King Charles III Monday. Promises: public control of essential services, local government empowerment, economic growth. Significance: first local official born Labour leader in a long time. Context: political shift post-COVID, election of a new Prime Minister.